Good evening and welcome to the evening news. I'm Olubumi Ajiboye Agbola. President Muhammadu Buhari has directed the Central Bank of Nigeria to intensify collaboration agencies in checking the activities of those bent on frustrating the smooth implementation of the currency redesign policy. The president, who gave the directive while addressing Nigerians on the CBN currency swap policy and State of the Nation in Abuja, called on the Apex Bank to ensure that any institution or person found to have impeded or sabotaged the implementation should be made to bear the full weight of the law. According to the president, the CBN has been directed to deploy all legitimate resources and legal means to ensure that Nigerians are to be adequately educated on the policy, enjoy easy access to cash withdrawal through the availability of the appropriate amount of currency and ability to make deposits. On the forthcoming elections, the president affirmed that the new monetary policy have also contributed immensely to the minimization of the influence of money in politics. According to him, it is a positive departure from the past and present, a bold legacy step by the administration towards laying a strong foundation for free and fair elections. The Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria has said that the challenges occasioned by the Naira redesign may further reduce the life expectancy of Nigerians already pegged at 53. The president of the body, Professor Cyril Usifo, in a statement said the current state of the economy caused by the scarcity of the new Naira notes may also give rise to the cases of morbidity and mortality. According to him, the federal government institutions now reject the old Naira notes and insist on payment of services through confirmed transfer services or payments with bank tellers into their accounts. He also berated the judiciary for failing to align with the masses in the current circumstances, as most of the courts in the land have stopped collecting old Naira notes from people to file processes in court registries. The organization suggested that all government hospitals should be compelled to initiate treatment, especially in the accident and emergency unit and inpatient department, while acceptable payment modalities are being sorted. Usifo further reminded the federal and state governments to review the operational modalities of social health insurance in the country, particularly to ensure that all endeavors are inclined on the path of lawful pillars in the plan of action. The National Assembly management has dismissed reports that surfaced online that masked operatives of the Department of State Services barricaded at the gates of the National Assembly complex, shutting out lawmakers. This is contained in a statement issued by the Director of Information of the National Assembly, Mr. Agada Emmanuel, in Abuja. While condemning the motive behind the video reports, he said the main entrance gate is presently under reconstruction and near completion for commissioning, adding that the video was misleading and fake news in its entirety, stressing that the National Assembly members are currently on recess and staff are not on the way under any siege by the DSS. It will be recalled that a social media report had alleged that the National Assembly complex was under siege by the DSS. He urged security agencies to investigate the user of the Twitter handle accounts to forestall future abuse and spreading of misinformation into the media space. He says such misinformation was capable of creating panic, mischief, and anxiety, leading to the breakdown of law and order. Osun State government has dissolved the Osun Youth Empowerment Scheme, creating the Imole Youth Corps. According to the Secretary to the State Government, Honorable Teslemi Gbalaye, the decision was taken to reposition youth empowerment program inherited from the previous government for effective functionality, sustainability, and dignity of labor. Honorable Gbalaye said Governor Ademola Adeleke inaugurated the new scheme codenamed Imole Youth Corps in fulfilling one of the electoral promises to engage youth in the state for economic development. He indicated that application forms will be available for prospective youths in all the 30 local government areas, including Ife East Area Office of the state, free of charge starting tomorrow. Still in Osun State Governor, Senator Ademola Adeleke, has reassured the people of the state that he remains focused on delivering his electoral promises with the ultimate goal of achieving the development of the state. Governor Adeleke said this while flagging off the implementation of community micro projects under the Osun COVID-19 Action Recovery and Economic Stimulus Program, tagged Osun Cares, and the presentation of checks to 40 communities. In her address of welcome, the General Manager, Osun Community and Social Development Agency, Mrs. Aderonke Abokedi, said that the program is geared towards the preparation for the celebration of the first 100 days in office of Governor Adeleke. She noted that the governor is working his talk on his 5-point development agenda. And moving on to sport, Christian Atsu has still not been located 9 days after the earthquakes that have devastated parts of Turkey and neighboring Syria. Atsu, the former Bournemouth and Newcastle United winger, plays for Hatayspor in Turkey and has been missing since last week. More than 41,000 people are thought to have been killed, and registering 7.8 on the Richter scale, which struck southeastern Turkey near the Syrian border early last week. Atsu's friend and agent Nana Seceri told journalists that despite reports that he had been pulled from rubble and taken to bid to find Atsu. While on the foreign scene, the United States Geological Survey said in the center of the archipelago nation in the early hours of the morning. Masbate Provincial Disaster Officer Adonis Dilau told newsmen of the facility. Masbate City Mayor Socrates Johnson said classes and government work will be suspended to allow for the monitoring and inspection of structural integrity of the buildings. It will be recalled that a 7.0 magnitude quake in mountainous